how are you all? Hope you are doing good. Myself is Arshayan Kumar. I was doing the biomolecules chapter, so you can check out my previous videos to know the complete details of basic introduction of biomolecules, carbohydrates, and the glucose and its preparation, and also finally the structural illustration of glucose. So in the previous video we have learned very briefly and clearly the structural isolation of glucose. So in this session we are going to learn the cyclic structure of glucose. A very beautiful thing, a beautiful topic. The cyclic structure, of glucose. Okay. See, in the previous video, we have learned the structural elucidation. So, from that structural elucidation, the main points, it is very clear that a glucose contains aldehyde group, hydroxy OH group will be there, and there are 6 carbon atoms will be there, right? So, by considering all the factors of structural elucidation of glucose, a person called as Emil Fischer. A person called as what? Emil Fischer. Okay. He drew the final structure of a glucose. So already the structure I have discussed in my previous video. Again I am going to write it here. So listen carefully. There are 6 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The first carbon atom will be a CHO. So the last carbon atom will be a CH2OH. As we know that the carbon valency will be a 4. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So everything is balanced now. Okay. So remember, out of aldehyde and alcohol group, we will give main preference in the IUPAC name also. Okay, main preference will be given to the aldehyde group. So this carbon will be considered as a 1. So this one will be a, the second one will be a what? 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a 6th carbon atom. So this is a 6th carbon atom. Okay. So I have just told you a simple trick for the glucose. You need to remember one formula, 1011. So 1 indicates what? Hydrogen. 0 indicates OH group. So this formula we are going to apply on the towards the left. Okay, so I am going to start from here since it is completely valence is satisfied. So what is the formula? 1011. 1 means what? Hydrogen. 0. So this is a 0 means what? OH. So 1. Hydrogen. Clear? So if hydrogen is here means, so here I am going to write OH. If OH is there, hydrogen. H is there, OH. H is there, OH. So this is the open chain structure of glucose. So this is the open chain structure of the glucose. What is the formula? 1011. 1011. That's it. Okay. How to write the closed chain structure of glucose? Okay. So if we clearly observe that here there are 4 chiral carbon atoms. Okay, which are the 4 chiral carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then how many isomers will be there or stereomers will be there? So what is the formula? 2 to the power of n is equals to what? Number of isomers is equals to what? Number of isomers. What is this n? N indicates what? Number of chiral carbon. Number of chiral carbon. Okay, then, so Now, number of chiral carbon. How many are there carbon here? So there are, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So then how many isomers will be formed now? So 2 to the power of. So there are 4 chiral carbon atoms. So 4. So 2 to the power of 4 will be what? There are 16 isomers is going to form, or 16 stereomers will be formed. Okay. This is one of the just additional point I want to tell you. Okay. Now, I am going to write the cyclic structure of glucose. So listen carefully here. So I am going to erase this one. Similarly, glucose will be having about 6 carbon atoms. So listen carefully here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is a glucose structure. Correct? So whether this is a D-glucose or L-glucose. So already I have explained D sugar or L sugar in my previous video. Again I am just explaining here. Okay, listen carefully. There are 2 functional group here. Okay. So one is aldehyde group, the another one will be an alcohol group. Okay. So which one will be the given high preference? Aldehyde group. So which one will be given to the less preference? Alcohol group. To check whether it is a D sugar or a L sugar, so we need to concentrate on the what? Yes, less priority. Okay, so CH2OH will be given less priority compared to what? Aldehyde group. So just concentrate here. The less priority CH2OH is there here. The next carbon atom, that is 5th, right? So here you need to check whether OH is there is in the right hand side or left hand side. This OH group, it is in the right hand side. Then if OH it is in the right hand side means right means what? It is a D sugar. Okay. Again I am explaining you very clearly. Okay. Aldehyde and the CH2OH alcohol group. So alcohol group will be having a very less priority compared to aldehyde group. So to write the D sugar or L sugar, we will be concentrating on the less priority. So this is a less priority. If you check the next carbon atom, where we need to check the OH group, it is in the right hand side or the left hand side. So it is in the right hand side. Okay, towards right. Okay, so if it is in the right hand side means it is a D sugar. So which is a sugar here? This is a glucose. So this structure name is called as what? D-glucose. D-glucose. Very important. I am going to write the cyclic structure of D-glucose. Okay, let's start. Aldehyde. So aldehydes here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first carbon atom will be having a aldehyde. So CHO. I am going to write C double bond O bond H. Clear? This is done. Rest, everything is same. So this is aldehyde group. Last one will be what? CH2OH. CH2OH. Bond. Okay, what is the formula? 1, 0, 1, 1. Apply here. 1, 0, 1, 1. So HOH. OH, H. HOH. HOH. Children, listen carefully. This is very, very important. So please don't by heart this structure. Just learn the formula and understand the concept very clearly. So aramse you can deal with it if the question arises in your final exam. Okay. The same structure I have written here. D-glucose. Okay. So I am going to write the cyclic structure here. As we know that oxygen will be having a electronegative element. So here I am going to write the number here. So aldehyde group will be given the first preference 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So listen here, students, here fifth group. The fifth carbon. Okay. Fifth carbon. In the fifth carbon, OH group is there. There oxygen is going to activate. Oxygen is going to activate now because Here oxygen will be having a lone pairs, it is going to activate. So what is the reason, sir? Only fifth group is going to activate. Why? In the second group also, second carbon also, the third carbon also, and also in the fourth carbon also, there is a OH group, OH group, OH group. What is the only reason where in the fifth carbon OH group is going to activate? Let me tell you. Okay, so here as we know that this one will be having a partially negative charge and this one will be having a partially positive charge. Okay, this oxygen go and attack the carbon. Okay, so listen carefully. So what will happen? Here double bond will be converted into single bond. Clear? This hydrogen, okay, it is going to abstract by the oxygen. Very simple, no confusion here, no confusion. Again I am going to explain here. So this oxygen will be having a lone pairs and the oxygen, that OH group which is in the fifth carbon, it is going to activate. Okay, so it will go and attack the partially positive charge of the first carbon atom. So this double bond will be converted into a single bond oxygen. So then what is the product we are going to get here? So I am going to erase this one. Okay, hope you have copied. This is all not required. Now, okay. Now, what is going to happen here? See here, this carbon number 1, bond hydrogen, correct? Double bond oxygen will be converted into single bond oxygen. So I am going to write here single bond oxygen. This oxygen abstracts the what? Hydrogen here. This hydrogen. So OH. Clear? So bond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the last carbon atom will be what? CH2 OH. What is the formula? 1011. So I am going to write it here. 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is carbon number 1. Correct? This is carbon number 1. This is carbon number 2. Carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5. So listen carefully, students. Don't get confused here. Okay. Second carbon. So we have done a alteration. It has taken the alteration in the which carbon? Fifth carbon. So till fourth carbon, aram se we can write it. H is there means OH. OH is there means H. H is there means OH. Wait. In the fifth carbon, hydrogen is there. Yes, perfect. Hydrogen is there. Okay. There is no breakage of bond between the carbon and oxygen here. So this oxygen has been attacked to the carbon 1. So I am going to write like this. Very simple. What about this hydrogen? This hydrogen has been located over here. Here? Very simple. No confusion. This is a cyclic structure. Okay, this is a cyclic structure. Okay, so this structure is known as alpha D plus glucopyranose. Alpha D glucopyranose. It is a 6-member ring. It is a 6-member ring. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is a cyclic structure. Okay, it is a 6-member ring. This is the cyclic structure of glucose, and this structure is named called as alpha D plus glucopyranose. What is this alpha? Yes, what is this alpha? Sorry. Okay. Listen now. I am going to write one more structure. Okay, same structure. I am going to change a small changes in the carbon one. Okay, just miss the black pen. Let me take one more black pen. I need to check. I have so many huge collections of pen. Yes, finally I got one pen. it is going to write it. Okay, fine. Yeah, chill. This one you have understood very clearly, I think so. Okay, so this O will be going attack. Okay, let me come to the point. Why the fifth carbon is only the fifth carbon where OH group where that oxygen is only activated. Why? See here, if this oxygen is go and forms a bond between carbon here, first carbon, okay, there will be a more cyclic strain. Okay, so here it has formed 6-member ring. If this oxygen involves, the fourth carbon oxygen involves means it is a 5-member ring involves. Okay, compared to 5 and 6, 1 will be most stable. So that is the reason. Okay, the OH group which is present in the fifth carbon, it is going to activate compared to the second OH group, second carbon OH group, third carbon OH group, fourth carbon OH group. Okay, very simple concept. This is Xn, I mean 6-member ring will be more stable. That is the reason. Okay, so what is this alpha? Okay, I am going to write the same structure here, same copy paste. Okay, H bond C bond OH bond. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CH2 OH. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let me put number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th number. Okay. So what is the formula? 1011 for the glucose. 1011. So H is M is OH, OH is M is H, H is M is OH, and H is M is OH. Okay, so it is going to form a what? Cyclic member ring. Cyclic member ring. So both are same now. Okay. Now listen carefully. Inside the cyclic, OH group is there in the carbon 1. So now concentrate on carbon 1. Rest everything is same. Rest everything is same. So what I will do, I am going to change the position of OH group. Okay. So what is going to happen here? If I just change the position, okay, this OH will come here and this H will go there. Okay. So here, before it was hydrogen, now I am going to just change it. So OH will come to the left hand side. So OH. So this hydrogen will shift there. Hydrogen. Clear? So what is the difference between these two structures here? So only a small change, that is the position of OH group or orientation of what? OH group and a hydrogen group which is present in the carbon 1. So this structure name is called as beta. Beta D plus. Plus means what? Dextro plus glucopyranose. Then you have understood what is alpha and what is beta. Very simple thing. What is the difference between alpha and beta? Just the position of OH group which is present on the carbon 1. See the carbon 1. So here H is there, here OH is there. So this is alpha D plus glucopyranose. If I change the position or change the orientation, so what will happen? This we will get. So we are not going to call this as a alpha. So only alpha has been changed to what? Beta. Beta D plus glucopyranose. Glucopyranose. That's it. So this carbon 1 here, this carbon 1 is called as anomeric. Anomeric carbon. This carbon 1 is called as what? Anomeric carbon. Because in the carbon 1 only the position of the OH group and hydrogen group has been changed. So this carbon is called as what? Anomeric carbon. Anomeric carbon. So these pairs, so these two combine It is called as what? It is called as anomers. Anomers. These two pairs are known as anomers, where only the H group and OH group will be differ in the position or orientation in the carbon 1. So carbon 1 in the glucose is also known as anomeric carbon. So these two pair is called as what? Anomers. Very simple topic. Nothing is there. So you may get a question. Write the alpha D glucopyranose structure. So you are going to write this one. If they ask you beta D glucopyranose, what you will do? Only carbon 1 position you are going to change it here. That's it. So this is a beta D plus glucopyranose structure. Clear? Okay. If the position, one more concept is there. So I am going to erase this one here. Okay. If a position changes in the carbon 1, then that two pairs are known as called what? What? Anomers. Okay. Except carbon 1, a position changes in any other carbon, the pairs are known as epimers. That's it. Okay. These two are anomers. I am going to write the epimers now. Example. Okay. So alpha D glucopyranose, beta D glucopyranose. Okay. I am going to write the example of galactose. Okay. So how to write the galactose? Same structure you just, I am going to write in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So CH2OH. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let me write the carbon number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the sixth carbon. Okay. So same structure, H, OH. So 1, 0, 1, 1. So this here will undergo for the bond formation. H is a means OH. OH is a means H. H is a means OH. Now, this is both two structures are same. Now, except carbon 1. Okay. If I change the position of OH group and hydrogen group in the carbon 1, we will get an anomer, that is beta D. Except carbon 1. If I change the position of hydrogen and OH group in the carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, 5 is not there possible, carbon 4, then it is called as what? Epimers. It is called as what? Epimers. So now I am going to change the position of what? The fourth carbon of OH group and H group. So see here, fourth carbon, OH right, hydrogen left. OH right, hydrogen left. Same thing is there. So I am going to change it. OH left. Change the position. OH left. That's it. So this is called as what? Galactose. What kind of galactose? Alpha D galactose. So these two pairs are known as epimers. Okay? These two pairs are known as what? Epimers. Clear? Fatafat, copy it. Let me drink some water. Okay? A very simple concept. Nothing is there. Yeah. So very simple concept. Why only fifth carbon OH group will be activated? Because it is highly stable. That ring will be the highly stable in nature. Okay. So hope you have understood this concept. Okay, how to write the cyclic structure of glucose, and what do you mean by anomeric carbon, and what do you mean by epimers and anomers. Okay, clear, children? So this is very important. You need to learn it without fail. Okay. After this one, we are going to write the Haworth structure of glucose. Okay, how to write the Haworth structure of glucose means, see, this is our structure of glucose. I mean, our structure will deals with the cyclic membering only. Okay, so that one I am going to teach in the next session. Okay, anyways, please learn it thoroughly, all the concepts, so that around you can deal with the final questions what you are going to receive it. Okay, anyways, take care. So see you on my next video. Bye bye.